Oh, here have you seen the Adin Ross though?
Oh, is he's a birther on you?
He so first he did the Trump interview. Did you see that?
Yes.
It was awesome.
Yes.
And before the Trump interview, I was like, bro, Adin, like, I don't think you understand. You think like Twitter is bad, like you think cancel culture is bad, like mainstream media is gonna be up your for if you do this interview. And he didn't understand it, and he thought I was being jealous of him. Okay. Then when he was doing the Trump interview, he gifted him a presidential role, and I was like, that's an FEC violation. Like you can't just like gift a person running for office like a gift that is significantly more expensive than $3,300, the max individual contribution. And he thought I was responsible for the FEC coming after him.
Said you snitched, and it's like, no, I'm pretty sure they would have found out about that. And the fact that you gave him a car. I think the car thing was even funnier to me because it's like, all right, Donald Trump, here's your favorite thing, a reminder of your own morality. Here, drive around with the scariest moment of your life that you don't even, Donald Trump doesn't even like talking about it. He is not even bringing it up anymore. He brings it up. He brings it up with Elon. He brought it up. He likes talking about it, but he only likes talking about it like it's like a heavenly, like it's like heaven's mandate that saved his life. He just doesn't sound, I think it freaked him out. And
I agree with that. Yeah.
Like the way he talks about it, the most stuff I see about it, like I guess he does talk about it, but the vast majority of people talking about it are Republicans who are doing very 2016 style posting. Yeah. Of like, hey y'all, the mainstream media is trying to make us forget that someone tried to unalive Trump.
But apparently Adin still got smoke for me.
I think you're right.
Chad, look at this weirdo, bro.
It's important for the public.
Ain't nobody care about that fail this.
Look at
Hassan, I don't even know how you're American, bro.
You know,
literally go back to your country. Holy it's actually bad, Chad.
I think it's
go
cute.
Back to New Jersey.
No, I think it's cute that he's like, I'm not kidding when I say this. A lot of people will be like, oh, dude, I can't believe you're saying this. But I think it's cute that Adin is like learning how to be racist.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Like he's like slowly but surely, like he was the type of dude, because I've known him for years, right? And there was a point like before Andrew Tate where he was just like genuinely the type of guy who's like too stupid to like be Republican.
Yeah, we saw that clip of him reading about Hitler, and he straight up does not know who that is.
And for the record, like a lot of Republicans are very stupid. A lot of Democrats are very stupid too. But like I know I always say like conservatives are so dumb, they're hogs, whatever, right? Like there is a level beyond that stupidity where you're just like truly too dumb to like have any kind of like ideological interest in either party.
Yeah.
And I think he's like learned what politics is from like the most insane, like extremely online groiper losers in his community. So he just like repeated them over and over again and has basically now arrived at like, go back to your own country.
Yeah. Yeah. He just like, it's so weird to see him learn it too, because it's like he doesn't know enough to know like actual like racial stereotypes. It's like if there were racist children's books, that would really help him. If someone could write like a Richard Scarry type book about racial stereotypes, that would be enormously useful to this man.
With like not too much reading though. Like with you need mostly like you need mostly pictures.
You need all the classic Richard Scarry characters, like the worm who drives the apple car, but he is virulently racist.
Like, how the like this guy hates America and lives in America.
I think if you're an independent,
it makes no sense.
You definitely would not
go back to the country you were born in, Hassan.
Her behavior has been far less.
Born in America. Like, look, his community is so insane because like they're like they're like they hate him too. I never understand that.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it would be fun. Every comment on our podcast was like, go back to Israel. That seems fun. I don't know.
We're seeing just an overnight propaganda attempt to rewrite history.
Like, look at this. Attack the L. Like, greedy
L Jews is going to be in my head for a while.
This guy said, kill all 2024. Like, who are these?
That's. I don't think it's good to give yourself a deadline like that. That's just a way to set yourself up for failure. That's all or nothing thinking, you know?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't do it this year. I guess I'll never do it.
Someone in his community confronted him with this, and I laughed at him addressing it.
But I'll be real with you guys. If you guys dig, you'll find emblems of mine that are crazy. They'll be like, what the is this, Adin?
This is his, this is his VO2 emblem. Then, like, on the entirely different side of the TikTok world, there's like people people get like canceled for did you see that? There was this girl, Brooke Schofield, who was like saying like she was like pro George Zimmerman in 2012.
Yeah.
Which is an insane, like, you're 16. Why do you care about this? Like, you have to be a real loser to be like invested in George Zimmerman on the wrong side.
As like a high schooler.
Yeah.
That's crazy to me.
I just don't understand how you like get to this degree of like outward white supremacy. Like, how, like, it's a Klansman in a robe,
Hiding in a bush.
hiding in a bush with a gun. There's a red flag. You got, like, I assume, is this either like lean or is it grape drink?
But
I don't know.
He didn't drink lean?
No, now he does. Well, he's a bit of a culture vulture in that regard, and also became a lean addict. But like, I just don't understand how he like I don't know. I like, how do you do this?
So
like,
when did how old was he when he made that?
Oh, he said it's not a red flag. It's a box trap. Here, let's see what he.
Oh, okay.
If you guys dig, you'll find emblems of mine that are crazy. They'll be like, what the
This is the RFK Jr. answer. It's like,
yeah,
I never said I was a choir boy.
Don't worry, I've done way worse stuff.
Yeah. Have I told you about my time with Jeffrey Epstein?
dig all you want. I was very open about it. There's clips of me in the past saying stuff. I'm sorry. 10 years ago, 15 years ago, when Black Ops 2 was a thing, that's just how it was, bro. That's just how it was.
I don't think he thought about it on a deep level.
I just don't.
But it's like, I don't know. I don't think he can think of anything on a deep level. But like, you know.
It was not that long ago. When was Black Ops 2? I don't know. That was a while ago.
During the O'Bungler presidency, wasn't it?
Bro, Ari Melber is talking about trailing Harris Trump targets bros, pods, and streamers. This is like it's weird seeing XQC and Adin Ross on MSNBC.
It is it feels wrong.
Yeah.
It feels like dreamlike.
It's kind of awesome. I'm not gonna lie. That's like,
I think it's funny to meet anyone, and wear a shirt with like their face on it like that. I think that's hilarious.
Well, he's Canadian.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like it. I feel like it draws too much unwanted attention to these platforms. It's good. Just don't pay attention to it. It's fine.
Well, I don't know. Are like regular cable news watchers going to find out about Kick? Like, oh no, what if my mom learns about Mr. Bass?
Mr. Bass.
That session, though, drew over 500,000 viewers already. Trump's visit with Logan Paul, the streamer I showed you a moment ago, already has over 6 million views and counting. These tactics are a part of this election.
Yeah, I think this stuff is kind of dumb. Like, people ask me all the time whenever I interview, whenever I do interviews in the media, people will be like, oh, like, what do you think? Like, do you think this is like a successful method? I'm like, no, I don't think people understand that, like, it's probably more successful that there's an endless sequence of like right-wing commentary happening on like the No Jumper, Shade Room, like T accounts, all these communities that are like weirdly right-wing on a lot of like male-female gender dynamics, like endless gender wars and stuff. Like, I think that is probably more significant in terms of like breaking the brains of people. It's like than like one individual podcast appearance.
Yeah, I think again, we talked about like how Trump 2024 is very Hillary 2016. This strategy is very Hillary 2016-esque. Oh, who has the most views? I'll go on there.
Well, you know, then they would be coming here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, yeah.
Trump, my line is open.
There's no view botting here, of course.
Yeah.
But Like it strikes me as like a lot of fervor over something that will not produce a lot of, if any, votes. I think there are like young people who lean Trump, obviously, but I don't think that like won anyone over. You know what I mean?
They literally made Hitler Youth video content through Andrew Tate to PragerU. No, I know. I'm saying that's like way more significant, I think, in terms of like brain breaking younger generations than like a one-off appearance that Trump has. But even then, it doesn't matter ultimately.
Yeah, I agree with that.
You cannot go against
old media
an onslaught of mainstream media. Like if they, like the only reason why Trump was able to is because Fox is right wing and it's the most popular news broadcaster in the country. It's a part of mainstream media. But like, there's no world in which you can just like, even with Fox, Trump is still like kind of underwater in the polls because people have already made up minds. There's no better way to like not be able to win than being president for 4 years and then losing to a cadaver.
Yeah.
And then running a rerun of that campaign again.
The worst thing that could have happened to Trump was for him to become a known quantity. That removes any ability among most independent voters to see him as more moderate or to see him as an outsider who can meaningfully change things if you already know what you get from a Trump presidency. But beyond that, to the earlier point about like the Trump internet strategy, I mean, the thing about the internet, and like certainly people do change their minds and they do fall down rabbit holes of stuff and can get involved in very weird or maybe not so weird but otherwise heavily politicized communities online, right? But I think for the most part, the internet and internet media, its power is not in convincing people, but in, just multiplying the voices of people who already are ideologically aligned. Maybe bringing them further into the pack, but for the most part, all internet media is just the highest form of rallying up a base that already is there, so to speak. And just as a way to bring new people in, especially for an electoral project, I think it's, results remain to be seen.